Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 61 of my Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. Okay, if you're joining us, well, of course you're joining me, but if you haven't joined me before, we basically just got a new person. This dude who apparently did a chant to help us, and he's got assassins after him. We're helping him get some kind of relic, some text he wants. He wants to talk to this guy, who he actually wants to talk to because he thinks he knows where it is, and I need to talk to because apparently I'm a watcher. So we got a Tiffy I hired. Forgot why you're here. We just got to travel together for some reason, and I forgot why you're here. Whatever, we'll work it out. Just being beasties and stuff.
Once more through the gates, with more success this time, I hope.
Do you mean this time you never walked through the gates before? Oh, slow mode. No. Oh, this is a bit more than I thought it was going to be.
Lavaru, be on.
Oh, there's another one. Everyone okay? Oh, he's got a nice gun. That was pretty simple.
I shall.
This is most beaten then, it seems. Lengths of rope and a few flint chips are scattered across the wood beds.
Ready when you are.
We go down into this. Like an old Roman seating thing. It was like the arenas or something. A small version.
Ready when you are.
These PCs are no problem.
You better run! Lavaru, be on seat! Not a problem.
One side of the pillar is graved with hundreds of rolls and ridges, even under layer of grim moss that are including limbs. Trapdoor has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle produces a heavy rattle.
This is important.
Not a problem.
Another one. Oh, gotta wait.
Yeah? Lavaru, be on.
Oh, oops, it's already dead.
Just say the word.
I was gonna say, why were you red then?
Ready when you are.
You need to heal yourself a little bit, just saying. What's that? I can't interact with it, whatever it is. Okay. Maybe you'll let me out that way later or something.
Leave our village!
What? I'll be with you in a minute, dude.
We've done nothing to you!
Ghost.
Just say the word.
Hello?
You can't do this!
Do what? Village of spectral smoke churns all around you. First you can see nothing except the haze, but gradually you make out the wizard hunched shape of an old elven man. His face and bone thin arms are smeared with paint. You can't do this, he shakes his head, spitting the words at you. Do what?
Boom! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all!
You ain't burning anything. Calf, you can't just burn it all.
Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
Wow. reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all that emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake his vision as you back away. Okay. I guess we'll enter that in a minute, but let's see what else is around the courtyard first. See what all these spectres. Check this place, don't we? No, we didn't. Yeah.
Hey, do you mind?
So the skin, sample bones, and teeth of various sizes, right mummies.
Not a problem.
That's all we checked, wasn't it? You need to change it. I actually can't get it.
These ones are in for a walloping! I fear we've lost the anchor.
You're mine.
Right. Oh, we lost someone. Oopsie. Okay. Oh, we lost two. Okay, you two get up. Embarrassing us. Seriously? I was going to say, 1 health point.
Ready when you are.
Only weeds grow in a dusty patch. Okay. Are you around here? No. We've been here, but we didn't go in this area. Yeah, there's much there anyway. Either. We missed something over there. We'll go down in a minute before we enter the place. Heads grows in shaggy heaps, shot through with weeds and tall grass. Oh.
Don't you?
What are you in there for? No wonder they were dropping dead. The tank's not even there.
Ready when you are.
Following your lead.
How may I help?
Not a problem.
Oh, we can enter here too. Okay. I guess we enter this place first, if it lets us. Because it looks overgrown, so it probably won't even let us.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits. Seriously, Lion? Took up. Yeah, I read that before. Took a pill up off your head.
Do you think he'd be mad if we sat in his chair? He doesn't have to know.
Okay, I'm going to save it because I'm a bit worried that he's going to drop dead. Just saying. I don't really want him dropping dead on me.
You better run!
Probably should have all these here, but just in case. Speaking of which, he is kind of dropping dead now, so start healing everyone.
Yeah.
He's gonna drop dead, isn't he? Please leave him alone. Yeah, he did.
He's
As
not
long as he's dead, that's fine.
Death to our enemy. You better
Yeah, we're
run!
getting hammered a bit more here.
You're mine.
Get up. Playing it. Maybe I can make sure I bought some more fingers.
What?
Maimed. Crud stuck on 1 now. That's the rest. Oh, what? Seriously? Okay, we're going to go outside and come back in. So I believe he's not that one more time, he's dead. The wielding melee weapons offer the fastest attack rate, but lacks the per hit damage of two-handed weapons. Actually, single-handed weapons, okay. Here, multiplier. we get the double thing, so I'll let you keep that. It's been a little out because we need to get some more of these. I wish we could carry more than 4. Okay. Now we're a little bit stronger and tougher than we were.
Not a problem.
Around. How big's this area? It's not too big. Oh, but then again, there's doors. Let's make the place even bigger. The grey and brown pelts of mice filled between the boards. Oh, it's better to move. As you come to the end of the great hall, you perceive an inviting warm radiation from a grand throne. Fought out of marble, its masterful artistry out of place. Amidst the castle more practical stonework, the vile face of a woman is carved above the thrones, baking, watching over the room with hollow eyes. As you approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate, as through stirring, a voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air. Another watcher in...
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
Looking for my reward? Speaking.
One could hardly mistake it. You're burning like a candle. Of course, I also know what to look for. In any case, I assume you're here looking for Maywald? Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins. One of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it.
Okay.
Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
Well, Marin.
He was a great man.
Was?
He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it.
You know, early in the game, it had this thing about you can send some of my people off and to do missions and stuff, and it talked about. It wasn't a castle, I thought the word it used. I wonder if it's this place.
But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me. I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind. Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Oh, so you want me to go that way, I guess. We're going to go over here first. Actually, it's just a room. Make more sense of where it says. Change origin. Okay, I just retouch you. What is it? Yeah.
Take care in your search.
Okay, at least that. Mother? Mother.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
Okay. As you draw nearer, the apparition in front of you resolves into an elven woman. Her stringy hair is tied back, and she tugs at a loose thread of her apron. There's a distant, hollow look in her eyes until she notices you. First one sends like a veil over her face. She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent, and no complaints. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. Soldiers are important people.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now,
Okay.
but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Wow. Her voice rises and falls as she bends over the basket. She has a spectral strand of her hair fluttering. She snaps off her shell with a torn fingernail. She crushes another husk between finger and thumb, and we're going to continue talking to her next week for lots of good stuff. And like I said, tune in next week. This is IVATOPIA. Say and subscribe, hit that little bell, and see you next week. And have a great amazing day. And of course, like if you want to put a comment, Bye.